Welcome back to another episode of Podcast P, presented to you by PrizePicks, a Wave Sports and Entertainment original. I'm here with my guys, Dallas Rutherford and Jackie Long.
Indubitably.
Indubitably. Welcome back, fellas. This episode will be a special episode of Postman P, where we answer questions from the fans. Remember, guys, we're filming this before the Lakers, Raptors, and the Celtics game. So make sure you guys like and subscribe and continue to stay locked in with Podcast P. And before we start, how y'all doing? How we doing, fellas?
I'm feeling good, baby. I'm looking good. I'm smelling good.
New yays.
I got it. It's new. I told you, since the strike been over, I've been auditioning like crazy.
Okay.
I'm about to be working soon. So
Let's go.
We back, baby.
I like that.
Back.
I like that.
Back. I'm feeling good,
Bunky. How about you, Dal?
I'm good. I'm a little sad that you guys are going to be going on a road trip here, so it's going to be fun watching you
catch
guys.
us on the road. You just catch us, catch games on the road.
It's kind of nice to watch it from the TV, though, because it gets a little
good
exhausting.
To travel, though, too, Dallas.
It's exhausting going to the LA 3 times a week, it feels like now.
Yeah.
I'm committed. I think I've missed one game this season.
It's attendance. Your attendance is high.
Yeah, like my attendance rate it's probably,
about as good as ours.
Almost.
Beyond.
Okay.
But we're going to hop right into Postman P with our first question. We got an email from Jack. And Jack says that during the OKC game on TNT, PG went crazy with threes. The steal on SGA and the reverse dunk, which we're lucky we're using the word dunk there. But he could literally do no wrong. Well, almost. What was the shoulder shimmy celebration, man? Jackie, please help PG come up with a new signature celebration.
Listen, I hit P the other day. And I tried to help him out with it. It's so crazy that they asked him this question. I tried to tell P, you need to come up with something. He said, you didn't like the shimmy? You didn't like what I did? I said, P, that's somebody else's, though. You know what I'm saying? I said, you need to come up with either two things. His son the other day, I don't know if everybody's seen it, on his Instagram page, his son made a shot in the basket, and he said, Paul George. And he hit his chest. And I think it was adorable. And it's something that P can do. Like, make a shot on Paul George. Or the other one, he mentioned something where they the Power Rangers, the 4 on the team. So when P score, he should do something that the Power Rangers do. And boom, and he out.
And he out.
He can shoot his whoop. All the kids in the world going to be doing either this, Paul George. It's either one.
Yeah.
Paul George.
It's either one.
I don't think I like neither one of those.
I like the first one better than the second one.
The Paul George?
Yeah, the Power Ranger one.
That's just plain though, like Paul George.
Yeah,
but
I kind of think
I do that already.
Your son created it, though.
That's my son, Selly.
Okay, that's little P Selly.
That's little man Selly.
So I'm trying to help y'all.
We need a big P Selly.
I'm trying to think, what could P do? You can't yell.
Just have the fans send in some stuff, man. Have the fans send in some stuff. And
will you do it? The fans?
If it's a good one.
Okay.
If it's a good one, I'll shout out a fan, and after a 3-ball.
You know what? That's a good idea. Do like Gilbert. Gilbert took something from the fans, and it became something.
There you go.
So, yeah, once again, like he said in the comments, make sure
me and that fan will be locked.
Give him something to do, y'all.
Me and that fan will be locked in forever after that Selly. But the shimmy, because when how I was looking at Floyd.
Mm-hmm. I noticed that.
At first, I was just like galloping, right? And then me and Floyd locked eyes. And so that's when the shimmy, like, all right, let me swag out now. That's where the shimmy came. I wasn't initially trying to shimmy, but I saw Floyd saw me, and then I don't know, my body was just like shimmy now.
Not trying to do the shimmy, you was really doing the shimmy, like you wanted to do the shimmy.
I was shimmying down to my parents.
You should have done something like money, because I'm always curious when Floyd's there. He's locked in, because he's gambling on that game. But I'm always curious, like, is he taking what spread is he taking? Is he taking the plus? Is he taking the minus? Like, was he hot when you made that 3, or was he like? Did he look excited?
No, he was excited.
Okay.
But we should give them some ideas, I think. You a gamer? So they have some ideas to think of something you can do. You a gamer? What else? You like to play golf?
Yeah.
Ooh,
that can be something.
What would I do, though?
We gotta figure it out. Yeah, you can. That would. Hey, look, you thinking already and stuff. That you can. Something.
No, I'm gonna get creative on y'all. I'm gonna pull out a celebration. I'm gonna pull out a celebration. My goal is to get on the next 2K with this celebration. Whatever new update they do, my celly got to be on that new update.
You should have been had one.
I'm never like, I'm not a person that's like, after every basket, I got to do something.
Yeah,
like,
that's too much.
Only when it's big.
But
only when it's don't do that. Don't y'all do that. Only when it's a big moment.
Okay,
when it's a big moment.
But even then, like, I'm too like it's more of an emotion that just gets released. Like, it's a build-up. Like, the dudes that be prepared and ready for the celebrations. I don't know why I just did Mikal shit.
Yeah.
But the people that are like, they're ready for that celebration is just, I don't know. I'm too invested into the game to like be like ready to celebrate until the moment is magnified. And then now it's just all the emotion that I had pent up. Now it just gets released. So I might scream, I might beat my chest, I might roar at the crowd. Like, I might flex. Like, that's my real celebration at that point, if that makes sense.
Well, the kids
it ain't the swaggiest, but like,
the kids think you the GOAT. You got to give them something.
I'm gonna figure something.
You got to give them something before it's said and done. You got to give them something. I want to see it on 2K, and I want to go to the games doing it.
I do want to have that. Like, after I hit a three, like, I'm celebrating, doing something. The crowd celebrating, doing the same thing.
Doing
like,
it.
That would be a vibe.
Make sure you guys tag us with your celebrations at the Podcast P Show, or send a video of you doing a celebration that you'd like Paul to do after a bucket at podcastpshow@gmail.com. We wanted to take a brief break from the episode to let you know that PrizePicks has got you covered when it comes to helping you make some money during the NBA season.
That's right. PrizePicks is helping me cash in. PrizePicks is a daily fantasy app, and with the NBA season in full swing, you can select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and turn $25 into $250. PrizePicks is really simple to play, y'all. I can make my picks and submit my entry less than 60 seconds.
It's also that time of the year where many sports are happening at the same time. And of course, PrizePicks allows you to pick projections across football and basketball with specials, so you can support all your teams while still cashing in.
I know for me, I always be cashing in. I don't know about you guys. You got to catch up. But anyways, y'all, we're going to say that for another day. Be sure to visit prizepicks.com/podcastp and use code podcastp for a first deposit matchup to $100. And y'all already know what time it is. Cha-ching! Now back to the show. All right, let's get into our next question. The Clippers had an incredible comeback versus the Nets, and Kyle Hanley 7180 asks, looking back at the game versus the Nets, what is the thought process when putting the 6'3" guard in Westbrook on the opposing center in the midst of a 22-0 run?
Well, we all know Russ plays bigger than what 6'3" is. He gonna compete every possession. I think initially we was just matching up. Like, you got here, you got there. It just so happened Russ was on the center, but it wasn't designed Russ, you guard the center. Rush just being a competitor, like, I got the tallest motherfucker on the floor.
He don't care.
Don't worry about nothing else. But it just so happened to work out that way, and Russ, for the most part, battled and made it tough for Claxton to get rebounds. But I thought that was to our advantage, because if Russ get the ball, he's out of there. Center can't keep up with him.
Right, fast.
And if we get the ball, we're playing small. Claxton's got to match up with one of us now. Like, so I thought it was just a huge advantage to have Russ in and us play small ball. But, I mean, just talk about a crazy game, a crazy finish, a crazy start to that game to go into a crazy finish.
Boy.
It was just a lot of shit that I haven't seen or been a part of in the NBA.
As we said earlier, we're recording this before the Clippers' 7-game road trip, so I feel this is a perfect question from Yanko Israel 17. Can you give us a glimpse at what a day in the life of an NBA player is at home versus being on the road, including your workout schedule? What do you eat, treatment, time with the family, friends, etc.? This is a good one for you, P.
That is a good one. Okay, so home games, we have shoot around at 10. I usually wake up around 7:30, having kids, maybe earlier than that. So I'll get out of the bed by at least 7:30. Do the usual. Get ready for the day. Get ready for the morning. Have breakfast. Breakfast is usually light, whether it's just eggs or actually game days, because it's so early. I don't have chef come on game days. I'll go eat at the facility because I'm going there so early.
Right.
So I wake up, spend the morning with the kids before they go to school. After they're about to leave, I leave out with them to go to the facility. Shoot around is at 10, so I'll get to the facility around try to get there between 8:30, 9 so I can have breakfast. Then at 9 I get my treatment to get prepared for practice. By 9:40, 9:45 I'm on the court to do pre-shooting to get ready for shoot around. We go through shoot around. Shoot around is probably 30 minutes to 45 minutes. So then we're out of there by I would say 11 o'clock. Sometimes I'll stay a little longer to shoot after, or sometimes I'll just get right out of there. Just depends on the game or how I feel, how my body's feeling. So I get home about 11:30, 12. That's when y'all get the text. What y'all doing?
We do.
Y'all trying to play?
You need that?
Yeah, you need that duty. So that's my downtime. I like to just get my mind away from it. Get kids are at school.
Play with the
Wifey's
homies.
probably running errands or having her time. So I'll hit the homies. We'll probably play video games for about 2-3 hours.
He's speaking facts, y'all.
If we end early, I might get off, go take a little nap. And then I just got into taking baths. I've been doing a lot more baths on game days.
I'm about to say
I
you
love that. I'm a bath
That's
guy,
good.
so I didn't know that.
Because I'm about to say
Yeah.
you're a dirty motherfucker the way you
Hot
just
bath.
said that.
Hot baths. Hot baths with Epsom salt.
I was just about to say,
Brag.
do you throw the Epsom salt up
Oh,
in
of
it?
course.
Come
Not
on,
in the bath.
guys.
So I'll do a hot bath with Epsom salt first for 20-30 minutes, and then after that I'll jump in the shower with a rag.
Okay.
And then that brings me to about 3:30, 3 o'clock, 3:30. So games at 7:30 sometimes here in LA. I leave 3:45, 4 o'clock because of traffic here in LA to get to Staples Crypto. Get there about 5. If the game's at 7, get there about 5 o'clock or 5:15 around that time. And then I do my game time ritual stuff leading up to the game. When we're on the road, it's it varies depending on the city, depending on game time. Sometimes we're on the road, we don't have shoot around. We might have an optional shoot around, but usually we're up about an hour later. So they let us sleep in a little longer on the road. So shoot around might be at 11 now, opposed to 10. But it's the same. I'll order breakfast, have my breakfast, go down for a shoot around or go to the bus to head to the arena for shoot around. We'll have shoot around. I'll get back probably 12:30, 1-ish. Same situations. Hit the homies up. Y'all on? What we doing? We playing? I might smack YT in Madden or 2K depending on
Why you say might? It shouldn't that be a for sure?
Good
thing?
question.
Because sometimes he don't want to play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was
So I say
last
might.
night he didn't want to.
Yeah.
Energy
So
was
I
down.
say
Bad
might.
vibes all the way around from YT
Bad
last night.
vibes. From the second he jumped
Yeah,
on,
it was weird.
Usually he's like, yo. He was just like, yo.
Yeah.
Can you add to this, Pete? Just add a little bit to what the people asking. Tell them about how you do this podcast as well.
Yeah.
Throw that in there.
Throw that in there. So now they wanted the day in the life. So now we're talking the week. How's the week going, right? So yeah, we'll sprinkle in how we're doing today, right? We got a day off, or we had practice earlier today. After practice, I came in for to do our shoot. Real easy, casual conversation. We will be doing this already at the house on the game.
Right.
We just get to see each other when we're doing the pod now. So literally is how our daily life goes anyways.
Exactly.
For people that don't understand that we can be and do things outside of basketball.
Yep.
So yeah, to go back to the road, I'll do the same, after play a couple games. I might lay down depending if I'm tired or how well I slept the night before. I'll take a nap. Try to nap 45 minutes. That's the soft spot for me, or the great spot for me. 45 minutes. Wake up, I'll do another bath with Epsom salt, shower, head to the arena, get ready for the game. So that's kind of the breakdown.
I feel like it just came to
a
my
lot.
mind. We should
Shit.
do a podcast while gaming and have it on the YouTube live. Basically streaming, but on the channel.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
We gotta go to the game and do that. We gotta go to all the games and do that one.
What do you mean?
All
We
the
can
games.
just stream all the games while we there. Do the stream at the games.
Well, that'd be cool too. But us
That'd be dope.
actually gaming, like
You talking
playing
about like gaming?
Yeah, I'm
gaming.
talking
I'm talking
about-
about game. I thought you was talking about doing the streams or something at the game.
no, like
While at
us
the game.
basically
We
us
don't do that
streaming,
enough. Every
but
time we
through the
say that.
YouTube live, like is us three in a box and they
Man.
get to watch us play.
I think they'd give us all the keys to do that, and we still won't do it.
No, I think we do it if it was.
We'll
on.
do it.
I hope
I think we'll do it.
I'd be more. Yeah,
because the people have been waiting on us to stream since day one.
We are
can't
like
never
that's. I
stream.
mean, like that's easy. That's how we started this. Because
yeah, true.
It'd
I
be
was
very.
I was streaming and they ask questions and I'm answering questions while I'm playing and like that's just where it was like.
So
all right,
when
can
we
do this
start
shit.
streaming, y'all, just don't ask us no question on the stream. Wait,
Save it
to
for the
ask-
show.
Save it for the show.
This is an interesting question right here. This question comes from Love for the Game 8723. DM does this mainly for you two. Who is the most famous person in your phone right now? And you can't mention me.
I got a lot. You know, I'm
Yeah,
somebody.
Yeah.
So
Jackie Long.
you know, when you somebody, you know everybody.
You know everybody. Hello.
Damn, hello.
Bars.
I don't know, man. I can go down the line. Of course, I could always say my boy 50. I can say Kevin Hart. I can say, I can say Lena Waithe. I can say, I don't want to keep going. I got a list.
You
man.
got a list,
I
yeah.
got a list. I really do got a big list. Floyd. I
Yeah.
can say. I got a list. I can keep going with
that's
girls
a
and dudes, man. I got a list. So this is gonna be hard for Dallas, but we gonna get it. We gonna get it.
Yeah,
Dallas.
mine's probably if it can't be you.
And it can't be me.
Oh God. I would say either Klay Thompson or Patrick Bet-David. And shout out Patrick Bet-David. Maybe some of our audience watches him, but he shouted us out on the Full Send podcast and just kind of showed you some love. But Patrick's an awesome guy and he's blown up. So
Okay.
just bought into the part owner of the New York Yankees now. So either him or Klay.
Okay. All right.
What about you, Pete? Don't think you gonna get out of this question. Who's your famous person in your phone?
I mean, you name it. I mean, I got Brian, I got Kobe, I got John Rahm, I got who else?
Obama?
Nah, I ain't
I'm
on
trying to
that
think
level.
of someone like crazy.
I ain't on that level. Sports excluded. I mean, I got Game, I got Mace.
You should have Forrest Whitaker.
I don't got Forrest.
I do.
Floyd. Who else big?
Denzel?
No, I ain't got Denzel
You got
number.
Antoine, the director.
I got
Antoine
Antoine.
Fuqua, come on.
I got Antoine. I'm drawing blanks.
Aaron Rodgers?
I got Aaron Rodgers.
Soccer? Any soccer guys? I know you got some.
Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen. Shout
Come
out my guy,
on.
Keenan Allen. Yeah, I mean, I'm drawing blanks. I got a lot.
Boys.
I got a lot.
Well, with that said, we all got famous friends, y'all. You know, Dallas had his too, so we're going to put that out there. We got an email from Christina. Hey, y'all, I'm Christina, and I'm from Inglewood. I'm a big Clippers and music fan, and my worlds collided when the Erykah Badu and Paul George highlights trend took off. So now I got to know, if you had to pick 5 songs for a personal playlist before the biggest games of your life, what songs are you going with? And hashtag playlist P.
Songs is tough, but I'll go through artists. Like I'll cycle through songs from artists, so I could do that. But songs is tough. I don't be remembering songs names like that. But I'll listen to. It depends on the mood. If I feel like I'm too like my energy is just too high, I'll listen to like Usher or maybe like who sings
Let's hear it.
It's an old school song, like oldies?
He's an old school artist. He's my era, my generation. Had the braids.
He's a singer or rapper?
Singer.
Singer?
I'm going to put you
Mario.
I'm going to put you to bed.
Why don't you? Oh, you wait. You could be talking about what's his name too?
Ooh.
Oh, that's Mario. There.
Yeah.
If you was talking about that, yeah, that's Mario.
Ooh, yeah. I listen to some Mario.
Classic.
Usher.
Mario dope.
I listen to that's if like I feel like I'm too like riled up and I need to calm down a little bit. I'll listen to those two. I'll listen to a lot of Game. I'll listen to a lot of Nipsey. I'll listen to a lot of Drake. Jay-Z gets thrown in the mix. I said more than 5, but honestly it depends on like any given moment. Like I could just have a phase of like, damn, I just feel like hearing their music. Like I'm just stuck on that music right now. And that's what kind of gets me going for games.
I need to put you on the big hit from Pasadena.
Who?
Yeah, Hit
Who the
Boy.
biggest artist? Oh,
Hit
Hit
Boy
Boy.
Daddy.
Yeah, Hit Boy.
Hit Boy
my fuck
Daddy. But his name Big Hit is Daddy. That's what I'm saying. I got to put you on the big hit.
Oh, his pops is
his
Big
daddy
Hit.
name is Big Hit, and he a rapper now.
Now.
Yeah.
Hit Boy Daddy rap now.
He was locked up for 30 years.
He is some
And
heat.
Hit Boy making beats for him, and he got class. He got an album out with
Hitman.
Game right
so
now.
he Hitman and Hit.
No, Hit Boy is Hit Boy, the son, and his daddy
Is Big Hit.
Big Hit, and they making big hits right now.
I got to tap into
And I'm
that.
saying that.
I'm in
shout
tune
out
with
to
like
Pasadena, Pasadena where the grass is greener. Shout out to Big Hit and Hit Boy. Had to do that.
yeah, and shout out all LA. Like I definitely represent LA music with Bino, with Blast, with like I said, Nipsey, Game. I feel like I travel and try to keep that wherever I go.
Bino be at y'all games a lot.
Bino, yeah, close with James. So yeah, shout out to those dudes too, man, because I listen to a lot of their music too.
Kalen, for real.
YG, yeah, Tiger, I represent.
All right, so I've been looking to find the best deal on some Stagecoach tickets, and with today's episode being sponsored by SeatGeek, you know where I'm going to purchase some tickets.
That's a great move because SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app with over 28 million downloads. There are more than 70,000 events on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more.
With NFL, NBA, and NHL season in full swing, you don't want to miss out. SeatGeek has your tickets to every game, plus artists like Drake, Travis Scott, and Bad Bunny are all on tour.
They put all the tickets across the web in one place so you know you're getting the best deal. Then they actually rate the tickets on a scale from 1 to 10. And finally, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee, and SeatGeek is the only site that lets you return your tickets ahead of the events with swaps.
So make sure y'all use my code PODCASTP for $20 off tickets at SeatGeek. That's $20 off your first purchase with promo code PODCASTP. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app.
All right, the next question comes from amcastro16, and they hit us up on X, formerly known as Twitter, and wanted to ask PG what his favorite uniform that he has worn so far as a Clipper. Personally, I love those 21-22 baby blue city editions. What's your favorite jersey, P?
Favorite, yeah, I would say those the baby blue ones. I would say those baby blue ones. I was a big fan of just that color pop. Those and the ones, the navies we wore this year, the Clips.
Mm-hmm.
Those have been probably my second favorite ones to wear.
I miss y'all red.
I know.
I mean, I ain't seen y'all wear red, and I don't know.
Something in store for you next season, though.
Can I? It's gonna be.
I don't know. I could probably drop that. Drop that.
So they coming back?
Maybe.
The Reds is coming back.
They fire
The
too.
Reds is classic,
They
baby.
fire too.
I love
it's gonna be the favorite for sure.
We got another email, but this one is coming from Jason. I can sense a rivalry heating up between SGA and Anthony Edwards, two of the game's best young talents, and I love it. Earlier in your career, P, who was the young player you measured yourself against and why?
I love that rivalry between SGA and Ant. First and foremost, I think those two are going to be a fun two to track and follow for the rest of their careers, especially both of them being in the West and being young talents. For me, I always compared and tried to match up with the guys that was in the same, level as far as years in the league and same position. So, I was looking at, Kawhi, I was looking at Gordon, I was looking at Jimmy, and I would, literally DeMar, like I would literally watch or check the stats, how they played, how well did they do. And that was my driving force going into that game. Like I wanted to outperform those guys. Like that was just how I was wired. It was an admiration for their game, but at the same time, like, I was just being competitive. Right. And anytime I played against them, my mindset was try to be the alpha, like try to dominate and be the best one on that floor.
That's you.
So when it came to playing them, I wanted that matchup. Nobody else guard him. I got him. It's me and him. And offensively, I was trying to destroy him. Like, you think you can check me? Like, I'm gonna go at you. Like I was in a Kobe mindset because that was who my favorite player was, and I was just trying to carry out that I guess, mob mentality.
Right.
You know, so those were like the core group of guys. But then, you know, it was following the ones, you know, the tier ahead of me, like, you know, watching James, watching KD, watching Bron. How did they do? How did they perform? You know, I was kind of measuring myself amongst all of them. But I would say that the core group of guys was the guys I mentioned first.
I dig it.
Yo, I didn't even know this right here. Shout out DeMarcus5217 for this question. Bunky.
What?
Was the Steve Harvey show, was that your first start in the acting world? I got it. Now I gotta go.
Who the hell asked that question?
Find this
Quit finding my old ass stats. Damn.
My old
damn.
stats.
Nah. I'ma say, in a sense, yes, it was one of my first day. I used to do background a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's what got me into the acting world, like doing background. And if people don't know, a background artist is like an extra, like somebody, but I like to call them background artists because that's more of a professional name. You're not an extra. You know, background artists make the movies and the scenes better. You know, it gives the actors confidence. It helps them out. But that, I'm going to say that, and I used to do Moesha and That's So Raven back in the day. So those was like the first shows that I ever did, but my first speaking role probably came on Moesha and then the Parkers. So I've been, like I say, I'm old, man. I've been in the game, but you know, Steve Harvey, I used to be one of the best background artists I would say in the world at the time, because I used to do so much stuff to make them be like,
love
put him
this
in
kid.
this scene.
Yeah.
Like I was so dedicated to being an extra, like a background artist, but it was like you had no lines. You just in the background miming and talking. But I was so good at even that. They was like, we gonna get you a line one day, and we gonna always put you up front, where literally it was the best thing for me, because people got to see me. People would assume and start thinking I was eventually gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? And it eventually did happen, you know? So always, kids out there, hard work pays off. I started literally from the bottom. People don't even know I started from the bottom doing background work, and that was literally the best thing that happened for me in my life, because I got to see from the outside inside, like, this is what they do. That's all I gotta do is basically remember lines and focus, and I can be what they are. And my dude I used to love the most, rest his soul, I used to look up to Merlin Santana, that played on Steve Harvey's show. You know what I'm saying? And he was like one of my mentors. He was my guy. And literally, man, like I used to always try to be like him. Like, he always kept a clean cut, kept his teeth clean, always had a nice car, was never late to work. When I used to do background, he was always on set on time, always knew his stuff. You know what I'm saying? I used to be like, damn, I want to be like this dude. You know? And literally, background, if it wasn't for background, I wouldn't be shit in my life today. And that's just the honest opinion.
That's bunky. I do got to ask, because you brought it up. That's So Raven.
Yeah,
Man.
that's a classic, bro.
and listen, That's So Raven.
Tell me about Orlando Brown.
Listen, I'm about to tell you about Orlando. And I'm going to be honest, this is something I tell everybody to this day. Orlando Brown, to me, at the time, at his age and the stuff he was doing, was one of the most talented, young, gifted kids in the world to me. From singing to rapping to acting. And to this day, people will ask me to help them with lines or anything. I know my lines from learning my lines today from a technique I use to this day, I swear for God, because of Orlando Brown. It's a technique that he used to have me come to set with him and go over lines with him. And I used to be like, why you not using, like, looking at the paper studying? He like, nah. You gonna read it to me and I'm gonna say it. It was like
That makes sense, because when we be on the game, I be hearing you reading, or you going over it with somebody, and
going over it, but
you tell them to say it and then you respond.
Because as an actor or whoever, people got different techniques, but for that technique is good for me, because it's like a little kid. You telling somebody what to say, and you know they gonna say it.
Yeah.
Even if it's a lot, because if I look at the lines, I'm like, oh shit,
right.
I'm gonna bang. Somebody read it to me, and I know they're not gonna lie to me what it's saying.
Right.
I'm reading them his lines. It comes faster, quicker.
Got it.
Literally, I thank Orlando Brown to this day for that technique. People be tripping like, Jack, how you know your line? How did you do this? How did you get in the character so fast and so good? Literally, Orlando Brown.
Orlando Brown. Shout out Orlando Brown. I do think there's a lot of smarts with him.
I know he. Everybody go through something.
I do think there's a lot of smarts to him. So shout out Orlando Brown on that.
He dope, man.
All right, the next is an email from Blake, and he asked, the dunk contest is around the corner. PG, if Commissioner Silver hit you up to pick all 4 contestants, who would you go within the league today? I love this question.
I love it too.
You get to pick the dunk contest contestants.
Okay. And they're all healthy, right?
All healthy within the NBA today.
It's a good one, V.
You got to go with the returning champ, Mac McClung.
Okay.
He's got to be in it.
I agree.
He's won it. He just won it. He got to be in it again. Somebody's got to take that from him.
Is he currently playing?
G League, yeah. He's on somebody's.
Okay.
So he's eligible.
Okay.
So Mac McClung, I think people want to see Ja in it.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. I think people want to see Zion in it.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. And I'm going to go Shaedon Sharp.
It's a good lineup.
That's
yeah,
a
he's
good
got
one.
bounce too. I've seen a couple of
Dumb bounce.
He should be in there for sure.
Dumb bounce.
Zion would be fun.
That would be
good.
you talk all 4 explosive jumpers too. This won't be taking off from the free throw line, which is dope if you got that.
If you got
Zach
that.
LaVine type of bounce. But you talk about people that are just trampolining off the floor. If no Mac McClung, then I'm putting Anthony Edwards in there.
That's what I was about to say. You missing.
You got to put Mac McClung
That's
in
what
there.
I was about to say.
Because and for years people talk about it's watered down. We've seen all of this before. Mac came with some shit that nobody's seen before, which was impressive.
Yeah, I love Matt McClung, but it's something about obviously he doesn't have that stardom as an Anthony
What
Edwards.
team is he
It's
on right
kinda,
now?
I couldn't even tell you. So I feel like I think it was good to switch it up and bring him up, and he did make it exciting. But if you had the option to pick 4, like an Anthony Edwards, it's we never got to see LeBron. All the stars should be able to get in there.
P.
Yeah, man, you got robbed too. Who ended up beating you? The dude that did the 2, the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, Jeremy Evans.
Oh my God!
Man.
And the lights off.
There was some
creativity there. My swag was high. It was some creativity there. 360 Vince Carter with the lights off.
Glow in the dark.
Come on now. Slap Larry Bird's face on the backboard, then windmill the other arm. What?
They did you dirty.
I was doing some shit. That's cool though. We won it for the East with me, T. Ross, and John, so it paid off.
So the next question comes from Decoraleno2394, and he asks, which current players do you think are flying under the radar of the NBA media but should be talked about more? Name 1 to 5 if you can. Thank you and love the podcast.
Well, we just played one, Cam Thomas,
bro,
who is a bucket. He's not being talked about enough for his. Offensively, he's a problem. Jalen Williams in OKC.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you talk about his efficiency as a second-year player. He's not being talked about enough. I think he's getting notoriety now. Derek White, he's not going to wow you with numbers, but just the way he plays.
I like that pick a lot.
I think he just plays the game. The way he plays, if you can map out a player that you want your player to play from a feel standpoint, 100% Derek White. Plays every possession, plays hard, tries to make the right play, plays winning basketball. He doesn't get talked about enough. I would say Nazir Reed from Minnesota. I'm a big fan of his game. And if I had one more.
Peyton Pritchard. That guy needs it. That guy is nice.
He is good. He's good. I can't think of anybody else that's not getting the recognition. I can't think of anybody else.
I'm trying to think of an actual name, not a joke.
Grayson, Grayson's been balling.
Sure.
Grayson's been balling.
50,
I can
40,
mention
90,
Grayson.
something like that. He's been posting. He's the only player in the NBA.
Player in the league. Grayson Allen for sure. Only player in the league to pose 50, 40, 90. And he's shooting damn near 50% from 3. That's on, 6, 7 attempts. It's not like he's shooting them at 2, 3 a game. He's shooting them. And he's just consistent. Yeah, definitely Grayson Allen. It's got to be in that top 5.
For our final questions, it comes from Cam Bradley, 7027. I've been struggling trying to talk to women at bars. My usual go-tos of barking like a dog on all fours are going a wooga wooga, dual, whatever. When I see a woman I find attractive, haven't found me much success lately. Any tips on letting a woman know you're interested? And thanks in advance. Let's see, it's Valentine's Day coming up. Shit.
That just sounded like some like old cartoon Looney Tunes, like a wooga.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
You see that shit in cartoon Looney Tunes.
That's one of your first problems, thinking of stuff like that in your head.
Yeah.
You watching a little too many Pepe Le Pew, too much Pepe Le Pew.
Let's see if we can help him out.
This is
give
an easy
him
one.
some relationship advice, Bunky.
I think, man, if you see a woman and you like her, I think the main thing, you got to have confidence, first of all. Confidence is the main thing. If you got confidence to open your mouth, to speak to a woman, to tell her anything, just make sure whatever you say, the first thing out your mouth is not something stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want something to turn her off, because you got to think. It's so many ways you can impress a woman. Every woman loves to laugh. I don't care how pretty they are. They love to laugh. If you can say something or get their attention and make them laugh, that's one key thing. Second is the confidence.
And how important is first impression?
First, very. Make sure your teeth clean, you smell good, you got on your shoes is clean, your clothes, your attire. Like, girls don't want to see no dude with no messed up teeth, dirty hair. You smell like your nails and stuff is dirty. You like women want a person who they can be like, damn, I can take my man out in public somewhere and they gonna both give us both compliments. You know, you don't want it to be just the girl getting a compliment. She like you looking like she using you because if you look toe up and a girl with you and she beautiful, everybody gonna say she using you, man. You must got money, but you don't know how to dress. So I'd rather be somebody who got it, look good, smell good. Don't make it too hard for yourself to work. If some things, back in the day, you had to clean shoes or some girls like, that's how you got them. You know what I'm saying? Or a car you drove. But I don't want no girl who like me for my whip or my shoes. You know what I'm saying? I want a girl who gonna like me when I didn't have nothing.
Right.
So I'm gonna say them 3 things that I say: laughter, confidence, and shit. What was the other one I said?
And first impression.
And be honest.
And be honest.
Be honest. Don't lie. Don't lie.
Okay.
Be honest from the get-go. Because if you gotta lie later, it's gonna look bad. It's gonna look bad. Be honest, straightforward.
Well, there you have it, Cam. We hope years to come we're invited to your wedding. Hopefully you figure it out. But that is a wrap for this episode, fellas. We appreciate all the questions for Postman P.
Yes, sir.
Keep the questions coming. You can email us at podcastpshow@gmail.com.
And tell them to quit asking me, is it really me and Dallas in the chat when it's going live? It's us.
It's really them.
It's us.
It's really them. They call me talking about, I'm working right now. I'm working right now.
Yeah, just because I got
like,
an old ugly picture on there and it look old, it's me. I don't want to change my picture. I got an old ugly ass picture. They be like, is this really Jackie?
It's like a selfie of him. Like it's a funny picture.
Yeah,
that's good.
That's a wrap on
It's
Postman
really him.
P, y'all. We see y'all next week.